Ever have a peaceful fishing trip ruined by an HOA tyrant waving a clipboard like she owns the lake? That's what hit me when Linda Voss screamed I was breaking rules by casting from my own shore until an old document proved her power was a sham, and I turned her reign into a public lesson in humility. One guy, one lake, and her empire of fake fines crumbled, showing the smallest truth can sink the biggest bully. It was a crisp June morning in 2025, standing on my dock at Willow Lake, outside Boise, the water still as glass, sun just breaking the pines. I'm Jake Larson, 38, a water quality tester who scraped by for years no vacations, packed Lanchester by this lakefront house, my dream after testing streams across Idaho. I'd been casting for 20 minutes, soaking in the quiet, when Linda, HOA president, stormed over, her voice scaring every fish for miles. "You're violating water rules," she barked, pointing at a new sign, Community Water HOA managed. I figured it didn't apply to my private shore, but Linda's clipboard said otherwise. "I'm fishing on my land," I said, staying calm, rod steady. She waved her papers like a judge's gavel. "This lake's ours, I make the rules." My gut twisted. She was claiming the water I'd poured everything into. It got heated fast. I grabbed my property survey from my tackle box, showing my land hit the lake's edge. Linda flicked it away. "Old papers. I'm President, me rules trump." Her stack of violation notices screamed set up. "You're banned $500 per violation," she snapped, smug, dialing her phone. "Greg, emergency dangerous guy threatening safety," she yelled, eyeing me like a crook. She strutted off, glancing back, expecting me to run. My morning was now a legal drama, and Linda was all in. 40 minutes later, I was casting again, refusing to fold, when a police siren sliced the calm. Officer Greg Holt pulled up, lights flashing, Linda waiting with a folder, ready for war. Neighbors emerged, phones out, one guy with a lawn chair like it was a show. Linda went full diva, hand on forehead. He got aggressive, threatened me. I gritted my teeth at her lies, handing Greg my 1985 survey, sealed and legit. Linda scoffed, "The lake's community property." Greg studied the map, face softening. "This says his land includes the shore." Linda's voice cracked. "That's wrong, HOA rules." Greg wasn't having it. "Not if it's his property." He warned her, false 911 calls can mean fines. Linda raged, "He's ruining us." Greg, done, said settle it in court, not with cops, and left. Linda faced the crowd, vowing, "I'll show you who owns this lake." Next morning, my door was plastered with 5 fake fines, $1, $300 for a 2-blue mailbox, tall grass, nonsense charges. Linda's pettiness was next level, measuring blades to harass me. I grabbed a tape measure, mock checking my lawn, yelling, "What's the legal shade of blue?" waving at Mrs. Carter's doorbell cam. It was ridiculous, but I was done playing victim. Ruth Miller, 70, sharp as a tack, walked over, laughing. "Linda's terrorized us for years." Yari the first to fight back. She listed her victims: Lopez lights, chains guarding Linda's clipboard a weapon. "Check 1975 lake permits at the county," she whispered, slipping me a note. Her water claims bunk. Linda went full smear, posting my fishing photos online, angled to make me a menace, racking up likes calling me a threat. She held a safety meeting, mic blaring, Jake's wrecking our property values. 30 neighbors waved HOA rules, cheering. I stood back, recording, but Linda shut me down when I asked to speak. No disruptions. A 28-3 vote banned me from community spaces. Neighbors shunned me, clerks avoided me, kids dodged me. I nearly listed my house, feeling like an outcast in my dream home. Then, cleaning my garage, I found it, a box labeled 1975 to 1983 Lake Agreements. Ruth's tip clicked. A 1975 court ruling gave my property exclusive lake rights, fishing, boating, untouchable by any HOA. Maps showed my shores bounds, sealed, ironclad. I sat, stunned, hearing Linda's rally outside, clueless her throne was collapsing. I called my lawyer buddy, reading the ruling. "Jake, this is bulletproof offense, a harassment, you could sue," he said, chuckling. Linda sent a legal threat from her cousin's firm, demanding $25,000 for a distress and banning lake use, giving me 24 hours. I called her, "Come. Linda, 10 a.m. tomorrow, lake, bring your board, let's show the truth." She laughed, "You'll regret this." At 10 a.m., Linda marched in, clipboard high, smirking like she'd won. I stood by a picnic table, 1975 documents spread out, route recording. Neighbors gathered, phones ready, expecting my loss. Linda boomed, "Your papers can't beat HOA law." I pointed to the ruling. "This 1975 court gives me exclusive lake rights, HOA's got no say." "Greg, on duty, check the seals." "Legit, no HOA jurisdiction." Linda's face twisted. "That's garbage." Greg cut her off. "It's his land, your rules don't apply." "Mrs. Carter called, what about our fines?" Lopez snapped, "Her rules are fake." Linda shouted, "I won't lose control," revealing her power obsession. I offered a way out. "Void my fines, admit the error, or I'll enforce my rights, hitting your property values." Linda doubled down, "I'm never wrong, sue me." The crowd demanded an emergency meeting, and that night, 35 packed the community center, air tense. Linda faced glares. Lopez yelled, "You lied." Chen added, "Find my garden for nothing." A board member admitted, she acted alone. Ruth moved to oust Linda, 31 years, for no. Linda stormed out, muttering, "You'll regret this." Fines were voided, Ruth interim president. Linda's house went up for sale, trucks hauling her out as neighbors watched, relieved. She left a bitter note in my mailbox, blaming us, blind to her faults. Willow Lake East up, folks waved, kids played, my son read, Larson writes, 1975 fish free. Ruth and I hosted a kids fishing day, their joy healing wounds. I started advising HOAs, my fight a guide for others. Was Linda a lone bully, or do HOAs breed this power grab? Ever face a petty tyrant or uncover a game changer? Share your story in the comments, I am reading them all. Like if this fired you up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more real stories of beating the system. Let's keep the water clear. Ever have a peaceful fishing trip ruined by an HOA tyrant waving a clipboard like she owns the lake? That's what hit me when Linda Voss screamed I was breaking rules by casting from my own shore until